I believe I'm one of the on the project. So, this, as I'm sure you've gathered, seems a little strange. Anything that's happened here today, us just suddenly appearing in a room, none of us having guards, none of us not really caring about this. Have you ever stopped and wondered why?
No.
A little. Agent Locke and I
Not
thought this was
That's
pretty
because
strange.
everything around you is a test. Every last detail has been meticulously put here to make you think it's just as real as it can be.
May I show them?
This, you might, of course.
And we shall. Go on and explain.
So, everything you see around here is completely made up because you aren't here. You are sitting in a pod right now.
May we terminate that individual? Well,
I think that was a bug.
disconnect him from that pod, really.
He's been disconnected and will not be revived.
Good.
As
good.
I said, you aren't here. You are currently sitting in a pod inside of a different facility with a bunch of stuff connected to your nervous system and brain to make you here, as we are. And this is our, well, attempting to be our ultimate testing ground for anything that could go wrong. And something we all thought about recently is where could our people go wrong? Who would perform well? Who wouldn't? Who was treacherous? Who wasn't? So, everything today you've seen here has been for that very reason. To test, to see who's going to do what they should and who wouldn't. So, I'm going to let one of my colleagues speak.
If
would
this
like
is a
to
test,
speak
what about the
next?
people that died?
Without further ado, I will step forward, and I have a subject to speak on. The question of what happened to those who died, well, I think we can all agree to tell them that they're A-okay, safe in their
They're
pod.
perfectly fine, yes.
They've already been
Logged
awoken,
and
being
disconnected.
debriefed on their own circumstances as we in here continue on. Now, we have much to discuss on the topic of whether this test was a failure or whether it was not. I do have to make my statement, however. There are a couple of people in this room who I trust very dearly, and who I say have carried this test on their back for some of you. Officer Samuel, Isaac Seymour, Wesker, if he still remains, that is.
Yes, I am over here. Hello.
In my eyes, you have proven the will of the Foundation quite strong, doing the things that you would not want to do, usually sticking your neck out for the glory of the Foundation and your orders. Know that you have honored me and the rest of the O5 Council. As for the rest of their opinions, I will let them speak on it, but that is mine.
Anybody want to speak next? Go right to left, maybe? Am I right to over here with us?
Sure. You seem very...
Someone just take the stage. This has gone on too long.
Yes.
One of you just go ahead. If not, I will.
Thank you.
Yes.
Right.
Please. I'm still writing my script.
The issue is independent and constant variables. Yes, some of you died. More will die again and again until the same way every time. That is how we determine who will remain and who will not. I think the issue of this test is that it is inconclusive. I think it should be repeated several times hundreds of times if needed, until we have definitive results.
What results?
What results are you looking for?
Ah!
We're looking for anything that could help us solve the issue of incompetence. We have seen this site fall multiple times due to personnel error and, of course, lacking security measures. Now, we have run this experiment to determine especially who have caused those faults. And as he said, it's been inconclusive, so we will be rerunning this on multiple occasions, and of course, you won't even remember that we said this by tomorrow. You'll just go to sleep, and tomorrow this will all be a bad dream.
Every little action is logged personally by me. Wrote down, shoved in a book somewhere. Everything you've done, it's been noted. And I've seen many variables across this test. Many little details I had to note. Every word spoken, every action. Everything in my little collection, safe and sound as it should be. With what I saw, so many variables, so many things. Stutters, uncertainty. So many actions, little results. How am I supposed to understand enough about this? Like the rest of the council, I believe this needs to be repeated. You might not remember it. I'd have to run this a few times. I need to see the results. I need to see you're loyal. Until I can see that that's proven. Without a shadow of doubt in any of our minds, in my mind. Let's repeat it. That's my vote.
How are we supposed to grow from this situation if we don't remember what happened? How are we supposed to get better to prevent this from happening again?
You see, my friend, it is not about getting better, per se, but instead weeding out those who are the most loyal. For those who don't remember, but consistently remain loyal throughout all these trials and tribulations, will forever prove themselves in our eyes as those who are worthy. People who I hope to be like Samuel and Seymour. People who, even though not remembering, again and again, will continue to impress us. My vote is that I hope to see the same actions repeat. Yet some changes in a few of you. I say we should get the pods ready again and fill them with amnestics and start the trials once more.
Wait, I have a question.
Do I have to...
Was that everyone's piece?
Agreed.
Has
I'll
anyone
step
more to speak?
I would like to speak. As I agree with the, repeating over and over. But some things you have to understand is, sometimes there's tweaks in that system, and I'm sure you probably won't remember any of this conversation at all. What was it? Last time we did it? It was
Thank you.
maybe 2 slides? I could be wrong too. But either way, we make things a little different, but also keep it the same. Just to see how loyal some people can be. But yeah.
I have a question, if
I
that's
agree with
okay.
everyone else. Yes?
How many times have these tests been happening so far?
I also have a question.
Yes.
Do I have to deal with the therapy sessions of everyone here, or does the amnestics get rid of it?
It doesn't matter, we're running out of time.
I'll step
and of
back.
course,
I
our time
also
is
have a
very-
question.
Our time is very valuable, and believe it or not, we do not have any more time to be
guys
on
are
the
shit.
simulation. So let's resume this another day. I hope to see more of you in this auditorium next time. Until next we meet, but you won't know.
Yes, well, we should probably tend to those incubator pods. They do tend to get a little messy when used for too long.
That's true, and I need to
Are you
log
all-
the results of this conversation. Get it in our books.
Yes,
Overseer Kravitz.
Yes, Officer Samuel.
I know I'm not going to remember this, but I hope I could prove myself again and again, over and over.
If it means anything here, I can see it within you.
This man will be a good one.
I'm done
Believe in you,
talking.
Samuel.
Well, shall we?
Samuel could make a pretty good
Yes, we shall.
STF, I think.
We have places to be, things to log.
Thank you for your time.
Let's head out then.
Well, this is pretty nice.
I trust in
Be
you.
seeing you
A
all.
good job.
Not that
How can you say this is pretty nice?
I'm just going to walk
It's
out.
relatively hospitable, okay?
They have us in a mental. They
Well,
listen.
it doesn't
they have
matter.
a-
I'm going to go shoot
they have
myself
us
in the back
a
room.
mental purgatory.
What the heck?
Walking out.
I trust
No!
you guys.
I'm getting out of here now.
Right on time.
This is the best.
44.